Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is Justin, Coolimp in a whole host of names. That's a long running demonology joke. And someone, I will have to give them credit later, has put together a preliminary skill calculator. As you can see at the top of the screen, it is definitely a work in progress. I found it on some Rest Assured's channel. He's the one who had that on there. Now, first off, I want to say I'm very much looking towards Wonderland. It's something that's been kind of on my radar for a long time, and I am excited for this, like super excited. With that said, the question of classes, and I did this back when Borderlands 3 was about to come out. I put a lot of effort into like looking into skill calculators and things like that. I'm not going to be doing a ton of that content. I'm going to be going over what I think is going to be fun to play at first. So this is all preliminary. There's nothing extra special about it here. We're just going to keep it simple. With that said, I'm going to be starting with Clawbringer and probably Berserker. Unless an official chart comes out giving us a max level cap so we can do more and go a little bit further into it. For now, this is only set up for level 40. And you can see right here, it actually even does a full list of everything down at the bottom. And here are all the skills. I will include the actual calculator in the description below. Now, first off, I want to point out that I'm doing this because this is, in short, a Dragoon. And I don't know about other people. I've liked dragons since I was a kid. And because of that, we're going to start there. With that beginning, we are going to get our Wavering Companion. Now, here's the question, which I'm not sure if it's been answered yet. Do you get both feats off of both classes or just one? So, the two builds that I have now that I'm thinking about, we're going to begin with Oath of Fire. That's just going to give us a whole bunch of increase to our a 20% increase. And again, this is a little bit of speculation. This can probably be calculated out exactly, given other ones popping up, other traits. Oath of Thunder, increased lightning damage, and for both the melee attacks and the Wyvern. We're also going to be doing Dragon Aura. We are surrounded by an aura, and everyone inside of it does 20% elemental damage. Dedication, which is going to be this one. I had a couple extra points after everything, so I decided to put it in there. That's going to reduce our action skill cooldown based off of the ward, the shield. Rebuke. I think Rebuke is going to be nice. The damage reduction as well as the user has a chance to actually return lightning back as damage to attacks, and that seems awesome. Very, very awesome when it comes to this, and I think it's going to work out well. Blasphemut, which is kind of a joke off of Bahamut from the dragon, from Final Fantasy, and it actually does have a mythological origin. I just don't know what it is. I could look it up. Kill skills with a gun, summons a fire orb, and seeks out doing fire damage. Melee does lightning damage. And that's going to be kind of the crux of my opening build, my first build that I'm going to do. With that, I intend to lower their shields myself, and then let my Wyvern kill them. If they have no shields, just shoot them to death. Firebolt occasionally shoots firebolts. Same thing for Storm Breath. Occasionally Storm Breath damage. It also increases gives me greater damage reduction. Friend of Flame, the Wyvern's DPS is increased, and that is good for obvious reasons. Indomitable, that's going to allow the if you die, you get an instant refill and bonus lightning damage. Long cooldown, so we're probably looking at either 60 seconds or 2 minutes on that one. Could be longer. Storm Smite. This is the actual capstone. I think this is organized in a weird way. So this is one of the more interesting things. with the action skill, it's going to call down the elemental bolts as it's in the description of either fighting, fire, or lightning, and it might be both. So some fire, some lightning, or all fire. We don't know yet. Savagery, melee damage is increased, and that's going to be why we're going to take Berserker. Now, if we get both feats, both the Wyvern feat and the Rage of the Ancients, I'm also going to be doing cryo damage on top of everything else. But if not, melee damage is increased, so more reason to smack people around with a hammer. The Old Ways, bonus damage, increased damage reduction the closer you are to an enemy. And Instinct. I like reload speed, I like weapon swap speed. You'll always see me take things like that. But, let's say I wanted to switch it up a little bit. What I was thinking is a lot of people would probably go with Graveborn, because it would be more of a true build towards companion builds. And there's some things in here that really does help with companions. Like right here. Increased damage per companion out, which is going to put us at 9% extra damage per companion. We're looking at 2 companions. We're looking at 18 damage. You also have increased damage for magic, for dark magic, for your companions. And whenever you cast a spell, you increase health. And I am definitely going to take the health one. And you see, we're back at that, level 40 again already. But me, I was thinking spell slot. And the spell weaving, again, that's going to be something that we're going to find out later. It might have been said and I don't know it. But if that's the case, same thing. Increased reload. Portion of the damage received is applied to the guns. And we're going to start there with more critical hit chance. Fire rate for every spell stacking weave. And that's the way I kind of envision this build going. I would not pick up Glass Cannon, but that is a personal issue. And if you wanted to, you could do Font of Mana. Right now, it all depends on if the second class you get both feats or if it's only one feat. I do know that some people want to go Spore Warden. Because this is another companion class. And what you can do is, where is it? Companion health is increased. And where is it? And ability damage increase. So you end up with a lot of extra there. Now what you can also do is take out 1 point and put it into the medicinal mushroom. And that medicinal mushroom will of course try to revive you on top of the Indomitable. So you have 2 downs that you can take. Unless of course it's one of those things that don't stack with each other, but then that's going to be a different conversation altogether. But yeah, I can see why people are looking into this and saying, okay, well, I want to go Spore Warden. Now, personally, I don't see any synergies, like strong synergies with the Stabomancer yet. Unless we're looking at something like Arsenal on top of like exploit their weakness, because we're going to be doing a lot of elemental damage that could apply. And then something like this here, like that. So if we end up going to an all straight melee build, we could do that. And I think that's going to be something that is definitely possible. Now, something that I'm not sure if it'll work out well is a straight build into the same class. No extra classes. And I actually kind of see that being one of the challenge runs that might happen in the future. Is people going, okay, only Berserker, only spell shot. But if you get both of them, I'm going to want to go here. Not to that one. Reload speed, because I like reload speed. and the spell stacking there. And I will never take glass cannon. But yeah, and then drop another one into and drop the first one into awe. But again, we don't know all the end game and all of that stuff. So if it combines, if you get both feats, we're looking at a lot greater synergy that can happen between the characters. If not, what we're looking at is we're looking at only the traits here, not the abilities. But I'm not sure, and we don't have a solid answer because this right here um, would be awesome because you start doing when you're enraged, you do bonus frost to all attacks. You increase your frost damage. You increase the bonus damage and reduction the closer you are. And then we go into frost efficiency if we have the extra point. Because we could take off a dedication and put one in there. I'm super excited for this, and I'm hoping we see a lot of extra actions happen here. And we might be able to see some really, really broken builds early. It's all going to depend on maximum level, whether or not the feats from both classes carry over, or if it's just going to be a single feat. I don't know about the rest. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to it, and it's mostly because I don't want to spoil myself. With Borderlands 3, if you guys go back a couple years and you see how much I did in just those content, I put a lot of content into it. I was looking into the builds. I spent hours, and I'm not even joking, literal hours looking over builds trying to figure out what the optimum path was early. This kind of popped up on my radar today, so I'm like, okay, let's check it out. Let's see what we got here. And I think this is going to be it. I think this is going to be my combo. A lot of extra damage. Since I like fast firing weapons, this right here works even better because getting up close, I'm doing a lot of damage, just shot. And frost damage and rage, just go bananas. If you do have any thoughts about this, I'm going to be playing through Border Quest Year of the Soldier for the remainder of the next couple of weeks until I've completed it. And you shall find me over at my Twitch channel, twitch.com/coolimp. And I've been starting most nights around 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And playing for anywhere between 2 to 3 hours, depending on how I'm feeling that day. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and I hope we see you. Bye. Oh, I almost forgot to close the conversation right. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you, and may joy be to every last one of you.